Good day my friends and welcome back for another video. I'm Yankee Oscar 6 Delta X-Ray Echo, and today we have a really exciting video, at least for me. This is because today I'm going to build a present that I received probably more than 3 or 4 years ago from my friend Ian, VK7 in the Alpha November. This is the digital transceiver kit from QRPGuys. I believe it's called digital FSK transceiver version number 3. They have some older versions as well. I'm not sure if they're still available. I'm gonna go on the website in a little bit and have a look, but I'll put a link down in the video description anyway. So this one, it's a really simple transceiver for digital modes, sorry, APRS, but it doesn't have relays and stuff like that. It has interchangeable low pass filter boards, so for each band that you want to use, you'll have to use a particular low pass filter board, which is nice because it keeps it simple. And I'm going to try to see if I can order extra boards for the low pass filters and get it to work from 160 meters up to the 10 meters band, so I can cover the entire HF amateur radio bands. I have a dedicated transceiver strictly for digital modes. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to build an enclosure, like a case for it, but I'll leave this one for later. Most of the stuff that I built so far doesn't have an enclosure anyway. So yeah, I'm going to split this video in two parts. Today I'm just going to build the VFO module, and on Monday, or probably on Sunday or Monday, I'm not sure exactly, depends when I have a little bit of free time, I will build the transceiver itself. We're going to connect it with the VFO board and we'll do a test to see how it works, if it works, fingers crossed. But of course, first I have to say thank you to Ian for the present and apologize that I took me so long to start building this one. So yeah, but I'm excited that later is better than never. I got here on the QRPGuys website and I have some bad news. This is the transceiver, QRPGuys AFP-FSK digital transceiver version 3. This is exactly how it's supposed to turn out for myself as well, but unfortunately is discontinued. But if you have a kit from 4 years ago, like I do, then you get to build it. So it says that it works from 160 meters up to the 6 meters band, which is fantastic. Low cost, multi-band, multi-mode, digital 5 watts transceiver kit. I'm so sad that these companies that they used to sell kits, unfortunately people don't buy them anymore, people don't build so much stuff anymore, so there you go, that's the reason why they're discontinued. And it wasn't too expensive either, I remember that because I looked into this one a long time ago. Talking about obsolete products, you know, there was another great project from QRPGuys that is no longer available, and that's the K8 TND Spherix receiver, the one that I built a long time ago. And PCBWay comes to the rescue, because if it's no longer available, you get to find a schematic that you like, design a PCB board, and upload it to PCBWay so you can place your order and get the PCB board, and you can build a project that is no longer available. So PCBWay has great prototyping services, PCB assembly, SMD stencils, CNC, 3D printing, and a lot more available for you. And because they removed PayPal some while ago, don't forget to check out right now, because they have great payment methods. You can use Google Pay, you can pay with your credit card and so on. It's fantastic, and it's a lot easier to place your orders. As I'm always saying, PCBWay is the way. Time to heat up the soldering iron and build this thing. So these are the components for the VFO. So we're just going to put it together really quick. So looking at the manual, I realized that the VFO board comes in 2 versions, and I have the first one just by this capacitor C2. The placement of this one, it's horizontal. In the second version it's placed vertical, so at least I I know what I'm building over here. So I'm just going to start soldering the components. I stopped really quick. Here on the front we have this 16 megahertz crystal. I realized that I have to solder this one first, because on the back after that we're going to have to solder the socket for the Art Mega chip. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. But I'm glad I noticed, because I haven't read the instructions yet. I'm just looking at the image from the PDF file. So I didn't stop at all, and I continued to solder the components, because honestly everything is simple. I didn't even check the parts list. I just followed the drawing from the instructions manual, and everything goes really well. The only thing that I have right now is this capacitor. Let me focus. Which is C3, that I have to bend the terminals and install it over here horizontally, and that's it. Everything else is just really simple. So I'm just going to continue soldering the rest of the components, and after that I'll be back so we can test it. Alright, I'm done soldering all the components. Again, there was nothing complicated, everything went well. Just pay attention to the diodes to make sure you solder them in the right direction. And on the back, when we place the IC, again, be careful with the terminals, or the pins, the way I like to call them, to place the IC with patience. And I cleaned up the board the best I could with this brush that I have from my friends from PCBWay, and I think we're ready to see if I have a chance to test it, and if it works, it works. If not, I guess I'll have to find out what I did wrong, right? So I just read the instructions manual, because I didn't want to blow this thing up and I wanted to make sure that I have a way to test it. So over here we have the pins for the power, plus and minus. So what I'm going to do, I have this test connector that I usually use for various tests, and I want to make sure that I connect it to plus and minus the right way on the right pins, and I do. So right now, once I turn it on, if everything works fine, it should show on the screen F8 and whatever, some random number. So let's turn on the battery pack, and it works. So it's great. Okay, I'm finished with this one. Glad it works. Now I guess I'm going to continue in the next video with the rest of the transceiver. So yeah, I'll see you on Monday. I'm glad this one works for now, and I'm really happy that I get to build this kit after such a long time. So thanks one more time, Ian, for the kit. So yeah, I apologize, I posted less lately, but I've been a little busy. I ended up taking a job because I was low money, and yeah, you know, you have to do what you have to do to survive and pay the bills. So I hope I get to post more often right now. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday with part 2 of this video.